This is the Martin Ranch on the upper Skagit River. It's such a beautiful place. When Henry Martin arrived in Mount Vernon as an immigrant looking for farmland, he discovered that most of the Skagit Valley was taken. But he looked for woodland because he was from New Brunswick and he wanted to live in the woods. The timber was so thick here that oftentimes they couldn't tell what time of day it was. There wasn't enough area to grow grass for a cow, and so they grow mangoldwurzels, big European turnips to feed to the cows in their slice. It was not easy times. It was a 2-mile walk to the little schoolhouse that they constructed for the other kids that lived in this area. The kids had to cross the Skagit River on a log to get to the schoolhouse. Everything had to go to Mount Vernon by canoe and come back by canoe. A 50-mile trip on the river. It was an amazing society because there was no money, so they had to barter for everything. This family raised chickens and they used the eggs to barter at the store for salt and sugar and things that they couldn't produce on the farm. One time during the Depression in the 1890s, the only money they had in the house for over a year was a 50 cents piece. They raised 9 children here, and one of their children, Fred Martin, went on to become a state senator and director of the state's agricultural programs. He was an amazing guy. Fred Martin realized as time went by and he returned to his place of birth that American bald eagles came here every year to feed on the salmon in the upper Skagit River. In those days, most Americans had not seen an eagle. They didn't even know what they looked like in the wild. But here they gathered by the hundreds. And Fred contacted us when I worked for Governor Dan Evans in Olympia, and he said, why can't we put together some sort of protection for these eagles on the Skagit? And he was the leader, along with the Nature Conservancy, in putting together a plan that would set aside land to protect these eagles. And I can't give him enough credit. And I know that when we visited here with Governor Dan Evans to look at these eagles one winter day in 1975, Fred was proud as punch that a governor would come to his ranch and actually see what he and his dad, his brothers and sisters had accomplished here in the upper Skagit River. This is the Martin Ranch on the upper Skagit River. This truly is one of my favorite places.